You know, there was this time in my life when I honestly thought, that's it, I'm done. I mean, I'd been trying and trying, pouring my heart into something I believed in, and it just felt like the world kept slamming doors in my face. You ever get that? Like, every time you get a little bit of hope, something comes along and knocks you flat again? I remember waking up one morning and I just couldn't. I couldn't get out of bed. Not because I was tired, but because I felt so heavy inside. Like, I didn't even recognize myself anymore. And all I could think was, maybe everybody else is right. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I should just stop embarrassing myself and quit. And the thing is, nobody tells you how quiet it gets when you start believing that little voice in your head. It's like, the world doesn't even have to say no anymore, because you've already said it to yourself. But, and I didn't realize it then, that was actually the most important moment of my life. Because sitting there, feeling like a total failure, I had two choices. I could close the book, or I could turn the page. If you want, I can now weave this right into the rest of the speech, so it flows naturally from this opening into the message of never give up. That way, it hits with emotional connection right from the start. So, here's the thing. That moment, sitting there thinking I was done, it could have been the end of my story. But, you know, life has this sneaky way of giving you these tiny little cracks of light. You just have to notice them. For me, it was this random conversation with a friend. And they didn't even say anything super deep or poetic. They just looked at me and said, hey, what if you're not failing? What if you're just not done yet? And, I don't know, something about that stuck. It was like, wait a minute, maybe this isn't the universe telling me no. Maybe it's just saying, not yet. And that shifted everything. I started thinking back to all the times I had gotten through stuff. Like all the moments I thought were impossible at the time. And somehow, here I was, still breathing, still moving. And I thought, if I made it through that, maybe I can make it through this too. It wasn't like I suddenly had this big, dramatic movie moment where I knew exactly what to do. No, it was more like a quiet little voice saying, get up. Just get up one more time. And for the first time in weeks, maybe months, I actually listened. Here's what I've learned. Resilience isn't about never falling down. No, it's about how many times you're willing to stand back up. Even when your legs are shaky, even when your heart's still bruised from the last fall. You know how people sometimes say, oh, they're just naturally strong? I don't buy that. I think strength is built. Like, brick by brick, tier by tier. Every time life knocks you flat and you pull yourself back up, even if it's messy, even if you're limping, you're adding another layer to your armor. And honestly, it's not glamorous. Resilience isn't pretty Instagram quotes or motivational posters. It's dragging yourself out of bed when you don't want to. It's showing up to that meeting even though your last pitch bombed. It's choosing to believe in something again after it broke your heart the first time. For me, resilience became a habit. At first, it was just getting through the next hour, then the next day. And before I knew it, I was stacking little wins on top of each other. And the wild thing is, after a while, you start to realize you're not the same person anymore. You're tougher. You're sharper. You're someone who can take a hit and still keep going. And that, my friend, is where the magic happens. You know, for the longest time, I thought failure was this giant red stamp across your forehead that basically screamed, not good enough. I mean, nobody likes to fail, right? It's uncomfortable. It's embarrassing. It makes you want to hide under a blanket and never try again. But here's the thing I didn't get back then. Failure isn't the end of the road. It's more like a signpost. It's the universe saying, okay, that way didn't work. Let's try a different path. Looking back, every single failure I've had was actually a lesson in disguise. Sometimes the lesson was about timing. Like, maybe I wasn't ready yet. Sometimes it was about preparation. Maybe I needed to sharpen my skills. And sometimes it was about humility, about realizing I didn't have all the answers and that it was okay to ask for help. The crazy part is, when you stop seeing failure as proof you're not enough and start seeing it as feedback, it changes the game. You stop being so scared of it. You even start leaning into it. Because now you know, every misstep is just adding to your playbook. And let me tell you, the people who succeed, they're not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who learn faster from it. They're the ones who get up, dust off, and go, all right, round two. You know, somewhere along the way, I realized something. If you don't know why you're doing something, it's really, really easy to give up when it gets hard. And let's be real, it's gonna get hard. There's no if, it's just when. Purpose, it's like your anchor. It's that thing that keeps you from drifting away when life starts throwing waves at you. And here's the funny part. Your purpose doesn't have to be some big, grand, world-changing mission. It can be simple. It can be personal. Maybe it's proving to yourself that you can finish what you started. Maybe it's building a better life for your kids. Maybe it's honoring someone who once believed in you. For me, my why started as survival. Just make it through. But then, over time, it grew into something bigger. It became about helping others see they could make it through too. And once I had that, quitting stopped being an option. Because it wasn't just about me anymore. The thing about purpose is, it'll pull you through days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Motivation is like a sugar rush. It's great while it lasts, but then it fades. Purpose is more like the meal that actually keeps you going. It's steady. It's sustaining. And when you've got that, when you've got a reason that makes your heart beat a little faster, even the worst days can't fully knock you out. You might stumble, you might cry, you might have to crawl for a while, but you'll keep moving, because you know exactly where you're going, and you know exactly why you have to get there. You know, somewhere along the way, I realized something. If you don't know why you're doing something, it's really, really easy to give up when it gets hard. And let's be real, it's gonna get hard. There's no if, it's just when. Purpose. It's like your anchor. It's that thing that keeps you from drifting away when life starts throwing waves at you. And here's the funny part. Your purpose doesn't have to be some big, grand, world-changing mission. It can be simple. It can be personal. Maybe it's proving to yourself that you can finish what you started. Maybe it's building a better life for your kids. Maybe it's honoring someone who once believed in you. For me, my why started as survival. Just make it through. But then, over time, it grew into something bigger. It became about helping others see they could make it through too. And once I had that, quitting stopped being an option. Because it wasn't just about me anymore. The thing about purpose is, it'll pull you through days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Motivation is like a sugar rush. It's great while it lasts, but then it fades. Purpose is more like the meal that actually keeps you going. It's steady. It's sustaining. And when you've got that, when you've got a reason that makes your heart beat a little faster, even the worst days can't fully knock you out. You might stumble, you might cry, you might have to crawl for a while, but you'll keep moving, because you know exactly where you're going, and you know exactly why you have to get there. So, here's what I want to leave you with. Whatever it is you're facing right now, that thing that feels too big, too heavy, too much, don't you dare write the ending to your story yet. You're not done. Not even close. I know it's tempting to wait until you feel ready, or until things calm down, or until you've got everything perfectly figured out. But, you know, life doesn't really work like that. There's no perfect moment. The perfect moment is the one where you decide, I'm getting up. I'm trying again. Right now. And listen, you don't have to take some giant, dramatic leap. Just take the next step. Even if it's tiny. Even if it feels almost laughably small. Because forward is forward. And if you keep stacking those steps, one after another, you will get there. Somebody here might need to hear this. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. That means you've got a pretty solid track record. So why stop now? Why let the fear or the doubt win today? I want you to picture the version of yourself who's already made it through this. The one who's stronger, braver, and maybe even a little wiser. That person is already inside you. You just have to keep showing up until the rest of the world can see them too. So, whatever your dream is, whatever your fight is, whatever your why is, hold on to it like it's oxygen. And no matter how many times you stumble, no matter how many times you fall, promise yourself one thing. You will never, ever give up. So, if there's one thing I hope sticks with you after all this, it's that you're stronger than you think. You've got a track record of making it through things you once thought would break you. And that's not luck, that's you. That's your grit. That's your heart. Yeah, life's gonna throw some curveballs. That's a given. You'll stumble, you'll doubt yourself. You'll have days where the finish line feels like it's on the other side of the planet. But if you can remember your why, if you can pick yourself up, celebrate the little wins, and keep moving forward, there's nothing that can truly stop you. And maybe you won't see the change overnight. Maybe it'll feel slow. But one day, you'll look back and realize, you didn't just survive, you grew. You became the kind of person who doesn't just face challenges, but uses them as stepping stones. So go ahead, take that next step. And when the hard days come, and they will, you'll know exactly what to do. Stand back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Because this story, yours, it's far from over.